Hello everyone, it's day 29 of my journey, and today we're gonna continue with the series about learning the HTML fundamentals. I'm doing this because I really want to know how Webflow is working, and knowing the HTML is part of the fundamentals of front-end development. Basically in Webflow, we're just writing HTML with the navigator here, and with the style panel we style it with the CSS. So knowing HTML fundamentals for sure is very important. And I want to know how everything works. So I'm gonna feel much more competent when I know the basics. And I'm gonna do the 100 challenges, HTML and CSS challenges. And I will have the basics and even the more intermediate and advanced concepts. This is my plan, and so I'm going with challenge 5. We're gonna learn about the lists and the ordered and unordered list um, challenge. So let's create the list. First, let's make a heading and write HTML list challenge. And let's close the tag. And now we have our HTML title. Remember, we can have only one H1 tag on our page. And with H2, let's make a subheading. Unordered list. Navigation example. Let's close it. I'm learning everything on the go, guys, and you just, if you watch my video, you're just learning with me. On my other monitor, I have ChatGPT, and I ask ChatGPT questions, how to do the things, what is everything. Here we're now creating the lists with the tag AI, and we can copy and paste. This is the opening tag and this is the closing with the slash. Let's make like 4 more like here about, and we can see here the list projects, contact, and now we have one unordered list. And let's create one ordered list. Another subheading, we're using H2. Learning steps. H2. Let's write. So here now we have to make one tag ordered OL. And let's close the tag because we're doing everything manually. OL, so we don't forget. And inside, let's just create another list items. I'm gonna do everything in Webflow later. So we know how it's done with the code and then how it's done in the Webflow. That way we're gonna understand everything. We're gonna learn how everything is working. CSS, build, projects, Webflow, launch, portfolio. By the way, my portfolio website is almost ready as well. I'm gonna show it. I made very beautiful animations. And I think we're done. Look, we have two lists. This is a list, unordered. There are no characters before. no numbers like first, second, third. And here is an ordered list. We can see everything is ordered. First, second, third, fourth. Okay, amazing. And this is how you do a list and ordered list. Let's do now this in Webflow. How we should do it. What we have here, we have one heading 1. Let's do it. Heading 1. Let's copy and paste HTML challenge. What else do we have? Page 2. Let's pick one more heading. Page 2. Copy this text. Sorry if I'm talking with my nose, guys. I'm a little bit sick. Here is the home, and now let's make the list. Let's see how we should make the list. From E, let's write list. We have list and list item. What should we choose? Let's this. Oh, and look, we have unordered and ordered. What we have first, unordered. Let's click on ordered and let's see what we can do inside. Maybe let's copy and paste home, how it looks. But we see a dot here, so it looks like here the element is, it looks different. If we use the list element. Let's see if there is another element. List item. This list item. Let's add one. Oh, so we can add the list item only here in the list item, and there will be another dot. Okay, see it? Okay, so it's with a dot. It's fine. It looks cool. Contact. And we have our unordered list. Let's add another H2 heading, H2, and another list below that, another list element, and let's make it ordered this time. And here you can see we have numbers in front. Let's paste here our steps, our learning steps. Okay, and let's add one more element, one more list element here. And we're done. So the only difference is we have dots here. Can we change it? Maybe somewhere from the styling we will be able to change it for sure. Here we have a learning assistant. Let's ask it and see if it's. So I have dots in front of my unordered list items. Can I remove the dots somehow? To remove the dots in front of your unordered list items in Webflow, you can style the list to hide them. Select the unordered list element on your canvas, open Style panel and go to Selector Field. Okay. Choose all unordered list to apply the style side-to-wide, or create a class for specific styling. Set the list style property to none to remove the dots. Let's see. Okay, we chose. Where is this set the list style property to none? Where is the list style property? Let's ask. Where is the list style property? In Webflow, the list style property can be found in the style panel when you have a. So here's how to access it. Select your list element. Okay. Style panel, look for list style option. Where is the list style option? Clipping. Oh, maybe here. Oh, okay, here. You just press this button, and we don't have the dots now. Amazing. We can also remove the padding if we want to everything to be on the left. Okay, perfect. Let's Control and C to more aligned. Return the padding, and we have. We can remove this padding, and it's gonna be on the left, like here. You can do it. I just did it, but move it. This padding. Here we can see we have the same result. Maybe just to change this heading text, and we're done. Now we did it in Webflow and with code. Let's see what the next challenge would be and start with it. Links and navigation. I think we already did the, the link challenge. Let's see if there is something else, something more interesting. We already did work with links, with anchor links and with images in my first HTML video. We learned about image. Check the previous challenges. I'm just asking ChatGPT to give me challenges, and it's giving me challenges to learn and some tips for me how to, if I'm stuck, how to do it. I think maybe tables. We should make tables. Yeah, give me a tables challenge. Okay, but let's create some tables now. Let's remove the lists. Body, let's delete here this challenge. Everything clear. And let's start. Let's make a title again. HTML tables challenge. Let's close it. And let's make a subheading to be basic table example. Let's close the tag. And let's create our first table. So this is how we create table. We type table, and then we give the value 1, the property, and Now we're opening the table. Should we close it now? I'm gonna close it now so I know the table is closed. And inside, gonna start creating our tables. So this is how we do it. Opening tag tr, and inside with th we create our table content. Here we have day, topic, status, and we close the tag, here tag. We have our first elementary table. Now let's create one more. Let's close the table. And let's create this time with ed. Why? So here is creates table row. This is a table row with oh, uh, th is for the table cell, header cell. Here is creates a table row. So this means that we're creating a table row, and with th we're creating table cells. With td we create a normal data cell, and with th a header cell, both by default. Okay, so let's create a normal data cell now. td. Let's type hour. Close the data cell. Create one more. The HTML. Now, I'm rarely making mistakes when typing the code. Kinda proud. So far, everything works, and we can see how beautiful the cell looks. It's interesting to see how it's gonna happen in Webflow. What else do we need? Hour. I already tapped the hour. I think we're done with this. So we have three. Yeah, let's go with the next row. Another table row. Let's close the tag. Here it's here, not table data. And inside another table data cell. Close it. Do we need one more data cell? Practice Webflow. Close the tag. And let's make one final cell. An hour. 45 minutes. The session. Fine. That's it. We have our table row. And let's make here one last table row. opening tag, closing tag, site, more table data cells, close the tag. I'm typing everything by hand, so I feel like I learn better this way. But when I feel confident, there are a lot of autocomplete softwares that just gonna help you type everything faster. Okay, we have one very beautiful table, and that's okay. Yeah, very beautiful. I mean, very basic, but we have our first table. So let's recreate this in a flow. Let's see how we should do it. What do we have here? We have HTML1 tag. Let's do it. Heading. Type HTML table challenge. And we have one H2 tag. Let's type basic table example. And here below we have the table. And let's see how we'll make the table. Okay. So there is no table element. So maybe we'll have to work with div blocks. Let's create one div block and see what's gonna happen. Let's give it a class table. Can we give it a tag table? No, there is no table tag. Okay, we have this table div block. And maybe we should create div blocks for the rows. And for the rows maybe, and then inside we're gonna make more um, div box for the columns, or just for the rows like we did it here for every cell, 3 cells in every row. Let's try to see what will happen. So this is our table. Let's name it here like table row. On inside, let's make 3 more div box. Let's say it's table data. And let's copy and paste. We need 3 table datas. And we have the table row here. Maybe we can just copy paste. So we need four, 4 rows. 1, 2, 3. And should we display it flex? Then like this, maybe. Or we should use grid. I'm not very sure. And I don't know if I should put text element inside every data cell. I'm not sure how we should do this, but we don't have a table element. Let's remove this cells and try to make everything here. So inside each cell we're gonna have a text element maybe. One text block. A. Hmm. Let's see what will happen if we grid. I think flex is fine. Let's see what will happen. So we have one. Um, let's copy and paste this A. We should make this horizontal. Well, gonna make it work somehow. Let's make this flex horizontal. But look here, there is a border. We can add a border as well. Let's make one rem gap. Let's give. Can give every text block a border, maybe. Pixel. Now we can see the border. Very interesting. Could we make this a grid? Make the columns. We're gonna have 3 columns. rows. Maybe yeah, border now, but oh, maybe we should put every text block in a div. Then it's gonna work. But gonna have a lot of divs. Let's try block. Oh wait, tail block. And inside our text block. Now if I give this block so border, I don't have it. Oh, this border radius. I was uh, I was clicking the border radius, not width. That's why. So maybe we don't need cell block. No, I give to the text block only. Yeah, we have it now. Not the same though, because they're not taking the whole space. It's not gonna happen like here. Do we care though? I mean, it's cool to make it exactly like this. You can just remove the cup. Cup. No. Okay, now it looks better. If I give this class to the other, let's rename it to now. Let's give other elements side. Now we have something similar at least. Okay. Now let's copy and paste this table row. Let's make it X. Make it vertical. Let's remove cup. It's the same guys, look. Absolutely the same. Can't see any difference at all. Basically the same. Well, at least we have a table with the same amount of rows and columns, but the styling is terrible. I'm pretty sure I can make it look exactly like this, but it's gonna take me a lot of time. I can make every element like this text cell, like like this, this. And look, now it looks much better. I think this looks optimal. Let's see how it looks, how we did our table in Webflow. And this is how it looks here. With some styling, we can make the borders look like this, but I think this is good enough. We have our table. And now we know how the tables are done with HTMLs. So you use the table opening tag and closing tag. And inside you're making table rows with the tr. And with td you make a table uh, table data cells. And with th you're making a header cell. And it's gonna be bold by default. So that's the difference between the th and the td. Td is a normal data cell, and th is a header cell, and the text will be bold. You can see it here. And that's it. This is how you create the basic table. What else we can do with the HTML? Let's let's ask ChatGPT to give me another challenge, HTML challenge. With challenge 9. See what will be the challenge. It's cool to use ChatGPT like this way because it's giving you a challenge and then you can, when you're stuck, you can ask it to give you tips. Or if ChatGPT solve your challenge, it can explain you how the ChatGPT solved the problem, why he did it this way. It's just a good way to study. I think this is the main purpose for ChatGPT. This for me for now. Let's see, this challenge is for form, label, input, and text area. Okay, this will be very interesting. It's also important. Let's make a form with HTML first. And let's start. inside the body. Let's make our title, opening H1 tag, and we're gonna create a contact form tag. And first we create a label. This is how you do it. Start the tag with label. You write for equals name. Then you write the name that way. And you close the label tag. And here we're gonna use this BR tag. It breaks the line. We are going to the next line. I think that's what this BR is doing. And now let's create an input field. This is how you do it. You write input. Then the type is gonna be text. Input. ID will be name. Name equals name. And placeholder. Enter your name. Now when you hover, you will see enter your name. This is the placeholder. And let's close, and we're gonna use break line 2 more times. So I think now let's create another label for the email. Mail. And mail. And let's close the tag and break the line. So you can see here this space. This space is because of these two BR tags. With one BR you just go to the next line, and maybe with two you haven't space. Yes, that's what's happening. And let's make an input field. Type mail. ID will be mail. And name email. The placeholder will be your email. And that's it. We're closing the tag. And let's break the line 2 more times and go to the next row. And let's create a message field. We type label equals message. Message. Closing the label. Break the line, so we go line, the next row. And now let's create the text area. Here the user will be able to input his content, message. Rows, we're gonna have 4 rows. And columns, gonna have 30. The placeholder. Write your message here. And let's close the tag and maybe break the line again 2 times. Why we can see everything here? Okay, looks good. Let's make another label for the topic. Choose topic. Let's close the label. Break the line. And here we're gonna make a select tag. The options maybe. Yeah. Select topic. Name. Going to topic. Close this select tag. And now we're gonna give options with values. So the first option will be HTML. Well, close the option. Option. Can't see the option yet. Let's copy and paste this option. We're gonna have 3 more options. 2 more options with CSS and Webflow. And maybe we have a break line tag here. Do everything like we should. Not here. Choose a topic. Maybe we have to close this select tag. Go to oh. Where are the options? We can't see them. Label, text label. Oh, it looks good. I think. Continue maybe. Let's make our input fields. Maybe that's why it's not showing. Type checkbox. This is how we create our fields, subscribe, name, subscribe. Let's close the tag. And label for subscribe. Subscribe my channel. I don't know why they're not showing here. We should see all of our input fields showing here. Very strange. Very strange. Let's create one button. Gonna show button type it and message. Let's close the button tag. And maybe let's go here. Just HTML that goes in the body goes here. Okay. But why we don't see the whole HTML code? Let's go to one page. Select. Can we just delete everything? Paste our code. There's something else like code pen. To try the code that we did. Or let's just open code pen in another tab. Paste this code. See happen. We still don't see the choose topic field, options. Maybe we should our email. I don't know. No, why we can't see the options. Let's remove the first fields. Happen. Okay, here we can see them. Somehow it's not showing everything this code pen, or maybe I should just expand the page. Let Control and C. How can I see more from the page? Because this code is working. Everything is fine here. But we can't see the whole code. Can we see it somehow in Webflow? Can we just add the HTML code somewhere? Let's see. Here from the page, from the body, from the pages. Let's go here. JSON, custom code. What will happen if we just... I don't think it will be... This for the CSS and JavaScript. It's not for HTML, but let's just see what's going to happen. Normal. Go to the right again. You can now build full stack apps in Webflow. You can now build production-grade full-stack web apps directly in Webflow with the help of AI. These apps can leverage your design system and components and connect to your CMS. When ready, deploy your apps to Webflow Cloud and host them alongside your site. Gonna learn more later. Let's now continue. Challenge. Let's go to code and alternative. Let's go to GS Fido. Maybe code playground. Well, let's just drop the HTML here. There is the result. Code on HTML head body and added how to clean it up. Okay, then where is the result now? Oh, I have to click run. Okay, run. And here it's the same. Maybe we're doing something wrong. But look, if we remove this part, we're gonna see the next part, which is very strange. Maybe we're doing something wrong with the IDs, the values. We're doing something wrong for sure. Let's feed this code to the ChatGPT and ask why this is happening. I'll make a screenshot. Actually, it's not showing the whole picture. We have only the half picture here. We don't have all of our code showing. I see exactly what's going on. The reason the layout looks broken inside the text area is because of a small typo in your HTML. Let's fix it quickly. Inside your code, text area ID message has a typo in attribute code equals 30 instead of code equals 30 instead of cos equals 30. Okay, so we did a mistake here, guys. Text area. Where is it? Look, I wrote code instead of cos. Let's okay, we did it, but same. Nothing changed. Okay. Let's try this. Um, let's copy and paste the ChatGPT code it generated this code to see. Okay, now it works. Why mine is not working? Why? Maybe here I didn't close this tag text area. Let's close it and see. And now it's working. Okay, guys, that's why when I make an opening tag, I close it instantly so I don't forget later. And this small mistake broke the whole code. And now everything looks like it should look. We have our form with name, email, text area. Here we have options. And we have a checkbox, input type, and we have a button. Okay. And now let's recreate everything in Webflow. Let's recreate it. Let's start with H1 contact form. Body. Okay. Our heading, H1 heading. And let's type contact form. Copy and paste it. And what else? And now maybe we need let's see if there is a uh, form block. Yeah, we have a form block. And we have a name and email address and a button. Okay, let's inspect this form block. We have a name with text field, email address, text field, and submit button. We have two more divs, one with success message and one with error message. Okay, we need just this div now. And what to do now? How to do it like this? Already pretty similar. The name and the email. We need text area as well. Can we? Okay, if we go here on the form block, press this setting, Here we have two fields, name and email. Can we add more fields? Show our setting. I can add more field, like I can make uh, I can just copy these two cells below and I can make it I'm pretty sure there is a better way. Let's maybe ask the okay, I'm making my first form now and I have name and email uh, fields and I want a text area field. How to do it? Let's see. To add a text area field to your form in Webflow, follow these steps. Select your form block on the canvas. In the Elements panel, find the form section, maybe this, and drag a text area element into your form block. Oh, so we have a text area element. Oh, amazing. So this is how we do it. We just drop a text area. Actually, this learning assistant is great. Instead of ChatGPT, I just should use this learning assistant, I think. Okay, what else do we need? I need an option. Let's see. In the form, can we just options? Maybe input field. I put an input field. See the types. Name, password, phone, number. Maybe a select field. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is going to work. Let's give the value. Well, be here. HTML. Well, make this, this, and oh, row. This. See now what's gonna happen here. Yeah, if we click, we can see the options. We can style it. We can Change the color. This. Okay. What else do we need? Have our options. And we need a checkbox. Drive. Channel. Text area. Here. Also, we can style everything as well. It's very easy, but we're not going to waste time. And there is a button at the bottom. With text send message. That's it, guys. I think we have our form. Our first form made in Webflow. Of course, we can style everything to look great, but yeah, remove this button. It looks more like we can make a text about the text area to make it like this, but it's fine. We have everything from the structure, the same structure. It's just styled differently. The options here. We have the checkbox, button, email address. And that's it. We did it. Okay, I think we learned a lot today about tables, the forms, the list items. We we learned how it's done with the HTML. And then in Webflow, everything is easy. And I think we should always use this learning assistant. Of course, it's okay to just try yourself to find a way, but if you're stuck or not sure, you can just ask the learning assistant. It's gonna help. That's why it exists, this learning assistant, to use it. I should use it more. I'm not using it enough. It's a great tool. I like it a lot. And I think we're done with the challenges today, guys. Um, Tomorrow I'm gonna do a couple more HTML challenges and we'll start with the CSS, and CSS will be much more interesting, but I took 2-3 days just like to know how HTML is working. It's very useful. It's okay to see how it's done with code. It's useful for sure. I feel better knowing it, how it's done with the code. And we should not be afraid from the code. It's easier. It's much more easier, faster, and cleaner to build that with Webflow. But knowing the basics is also important for sure. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.